So Kyle, how do you know Chase?
Know him from our time overseas in Okinawa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have a good Chase story? Give me a good Chase story. Something you guys like to laugh about, something you're proud of him, just anything fun to reminisce.
Well, really, pretty much every Saturday night, we'd split a bottle of Malibu and just have long walks on the beach, and then come back play some video games. It's pretty nice.
Or watch Top Gun.
Yeah, we did watch Top Gun too. But no, we also went to Korea for some training at one point, and it was cold, it was rainy, it was miserable, but having Chase there made everything a lot better. It was a good time. So
why do you think Penelope and Chase are the perfect match?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, me.
You have not talked.
They're both odd, and their oddness matches each other.
Kind of odd, yeah.
Yes, and meeting Chase for the first time, I did not think that we would get along, and meeting Penelope as well for the first time, I did not think her and I would get along, but we actually ended up getting along really well.
I mean, you're
all three of us.
So, yeah.
Yes, somehow I ended up here, and I just think that they match each other and very well.
It's perfect compliment.
Cool. Last page. Just congratulations. Love you guys and running the camera.
Yep. Congratulations. Love you guys.
Chelsea and Desiree. So Chelsea, how do you know the happy couple?
Well, I was her boss.
You were her boss. Oh,
Yeah.
good. I talked to one of Chase's bosses. So what was Penelope like as an employee?
The best. Just like she was as a friend, pretty much loyal and awesome. And I made the schedule, so I would always schedule her with me, and we did nothing because we were busy talking. So.
So knowing what you know about Penelope and Chase, look in your crystal ball and tell me, what are they going to be doing in 25 years?
25 years?
Yeah.
Running the world, basically. Probably extremely established in their careers or already retired and enjoying the good life, because they're both already like so successful.
What do they like to do for the good life? Do they enjoy any particular hobbies or something together? You see them traveling or playing golf or whatever?
Traveling, I'd say, for sure. Yeah.
Very cool. And do you have a good Penelope story you want to immortalize for us to laugh about on the 25th anniversary when they watch this?
I do. Penelope is my cuddle friend. We like to spend entire days binge watching anime and eating Chinese food. And one day it was very cold and we decided to make cocoa, and my husband came home to Penelope and I spooning on my couch, and he just was like, all right, that's my life now, okay. So, and that's just she's been kind of like our third since.
So what anime character is Penelope and what anime character is Chase?
Oh, I was not prepared for this.
I know, on top of your head. Come on.
Actually, because of their kind of romance, I want to say Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask. Yeah.
Very good. All right, so Desiree, now you are Penelope's sister, right?
Yes.
So older sister, younger sister?
Or she's my older sister.
She's your older sister. All right, so what's big sister Penelope like? What's growing up with Penelope like?
Growing up, we didn't get along at all. We got into a lot of fights, but we came out of it much better. When she went away to college, I would say, is when we got the closest. And ever since then, I never realized how much she meant to me, and she always had my back through thick and thin, and still to this day, I wouldn't be where I am without her.
So what about this Chase guy? When you met him, why did you think, hey, he just might work for my sister?
Chase and Penelope have known each other since we moved to Texas, basically. He's been in our family for almost a decade now, coming over and playing ping pong and playing tennis, and I never pictured in my mind them being where they are now, but now it all makes sense that Chase is really her soulmate, and the reason why she never had someone like this beforehand was because she was waiting for him all along.
Awesome. Do you have a good Penelope story? Something that'd be fun to share, like to laugh about?
We went from sleeping and falling off of bunk beds to getting birdseed in our eyes together, to me calling you at 3 a.m. about heartbreaks and you having to do the same, and now I'm just so happy that you found your forever man, and I love you so much, Penelope.
Awesome. Well, she already did it. You want to just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friend on the day of the wedding?
Good luck to you both. Marriage is amazing, and I know that you guys are gonna go, I called Penelope and I told her this, but every time I see her and Chase together, I just see how happy they are, and I hope that continues forever.
Well, Chase is like pretty much the brother I, really didn't have, and I always looked up to him. Great guy, always hung around him in high school, and it was great, good times, and I look forward to the future and hoping to see him a little bit more often than I get to now. So I'll leave that to that.
How'd you guys become friends?
Well, let's see. I think it was 2003 when I first met Chase and his brother. Him and his brother were the first friends I made when I moved to Kyle. And we were neighbors. He lived across the street, and so it was basically as soon as we moved in, it was, two people kind of the same age, little kids, and from there on it was just, just friends for the rest of the life.
Cool. So do you have a good Chase story for me? Something that makes you laugh, something about him that you think, oh, it's a very Chase moment?
Yeah, I always think of this time when we lived at that same house I was just talking about, when we were running around the backyard, and we were trying to jump over the fence, and he clipped his foot on the way up over, fell basically like Napoleon Dynamite style, and basically face planted on the ground. And so that was a memory I think that's the funniest thing that happened.
So what about this Penelope girl? When you met her, why'd you think, hey, this is the perfect match for my buddy Chase?
Wow. Yeah, I've known her since high school. I remember basically his group. He was almost already ready to graduate by the time I got into high school. So his group was kind of the group I shadowed around most of the time. And I remember seeing her and her sister quite often. And I didn't know that they were talking at all, to be honest with you. And then just one day they said they were married. And, hey, that's awesome, and I was so happy for them. I wish them a lot of luck, and I think it's great that with the whole military thing, and they're getting to travel a lot, and I think that's really cool and important for a relationship to grow. So I think that's really cool.
Cool. Last bit. Just look in the camera. Congratulations. Whatever you want to say to your friends on their wedding day.
All right. Don't get too crazy. Try to make it back in one piece.
Oh, Marina, how do you know the happy couple?
How do I know the happy couple? Well, I went to nursing school with Penelope.
Yeah?
We weren't super close back then, but then I got a job in the ICU where she was already working, and we got kind of close after she had a lot of medical things go on, and I happened to be the person that she was like, Marina, I gotta call you because I need help. So I became her go-to, and she became my go-to. So it just worked out.
What's when you first met Chase, what did you think of this guy? Why is he good enough for your friend?
Oh man, what did I think of Chase the first time I met him? I thought he was tall, but I'm also really short, so that's a hard one. But he was really nice and very brutally honest, which I appreciate because I am also honest. So.
Do you have a good Penelope or Chase story, something you want to share?
Well, I was there when they decided to get, I wasn't there, but they told me that they decided to get married.
Tell.
Okay, they went to Vegas as a trip, as a friend. Me and my husband, as a joke, guessed that he would propose or say they were going to get married because both of them can be kind of impulsive. And they called us. Yeah, they called us and said, hey, we're gonna get married. And I said, I had a feeling. So that was probably one of the good fun Penelope and Chase stories. So that was great, and I'll never forget that.
Awesome. So how about you? How do you know the happy couple?
I met Penelope on my very first day of college. She was in what we call my welcome group. She was my sister. And then basically we were attached at the hip. We played tennis together, and then we became roommates for 2 years.
Awesome.
Great 2 years.
Why do Penelope and Chase work well together? Like, what makes them the perfect match or the perfect couple?
Oh, wow. Okay. Chase really balances her out. We'll go with that. Balances her out. But they both have this love of life. They don't they don't dwell on things too much. They let it go and then they live their own lives. Even if it's in North Carolina, it's okay. I'm not bitter at all.
No, only a little bit.
How about you? Do you have a funny memory, something that you guys like to laugh about, crazy stuff that's happened?
Yeah, quite a few. they're there. But I think my favorite by far is they decided to have a quick backyard wedding first, and I was one of the lucky few that could drive down of the friends, and I got to video it, and then getting to share that video with the rest of the group was great, but also getting to share that first day with them was great as well. So.
Awesome. Last bit, just look at the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friends on the day of the wedding.
Congratulations, all the blessings to you.
You guys are gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Chase, just don't be mean to Penelope. I know you won't, but you have to, you know, don't be like me. Be nice about your honesty.
Awesome, great.
We, I don't know, kind of bonded. Had a lot of experiences there together. Started hanging out outside of work. Went to rival high schools, so we got to give each other a lot of shit.
Awesome. What kind of an employee was he cooking chicken? What did he do? Like, give me some background on
A
this
little
guy.
bit of everything. In the couple years that he worked for us, I mean, he did dishes, he cooked, he waited on customers. So yeah, he did a little bit of all of it.
Do you have a good Chase story? Something guys like to laugh about, reminisce about? Something you're proud of him for? Anything you can think of?
Proud of him, probably for finding the right woman.
Why is she the right woman?
They fill each other's long, awkward silences with more long, awkward silence. They're the same person. They're perfect for each other.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, we have so many stories. There's too many to tell. But we got into a lot of trouble, a lot of fun together.
Very cool. All right, Lizzie, how about you? How do you know? Do you know? Are you friends with Chase or Penelope or both, or how's that work?
Both. I am the third musketeer, actually. Yeah. I actually met Chase first, running around the neighborhood making like tree forts and stuff and all that kind of thing. And they actually took me in as one of the guys. And so I played around, you know, the neighborhood with all of them and all his brothers. And then Penelope actually moved into the neighborhood our second semester of freshman year of high school. And I saw her walking around and I was like, oh, hey, I recognize you from school. And she was like, yeah, I just moved here. I don't really know a lot of people. I was like, well, tough shit. You're now part of my family.
What are they like as a couple? What, like if you were hanging out with Chase and Penelope, what would it be like?
They're very nice.
absolutely.
Like they're always trying to like, you know, please everybody else, make sure everybody else is like having fun, having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like we're kids,
Yeah.
you know? We're still just having fun, even though we haven't talked to each other, you know, every day.
I mean, yeah, we don't see each other that often, but when we do get together, it's like
Oh, absolutely.
no time has passed.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, last bit. You can just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friends on the day of their wedding.
Love you guys. Congratulations. Glad to be here sharing this moment with y'all, and wish you guys the best.
Penny and Chase, I love you guys so much. Glad I didn't ugly cry at the wedding. But I wish you guys the best as well.
I knew Penelope from college. We played tennis together for a couple of years, and when she was a senior and I was a junior, we lived in a house along with Yvonne and two of our other good friends.
Cool. So why does she make a good friend?
She's just been fantastic. She is always supportive and always loving. Even if you make bad decisions, she's gonna let you make those bad decisions and let you learn from those mistakes.
Do you have a good Penelope story you can tell me? Something you guys like to reminisce about, laugh about, something you're proud of her for?
Only one story.
I'm always proud of her about everything, honestly, how far she's come from nursing school. Her personal growth and her professional growth have just skyrocketed. I could talk to you forever about funny stories, but I think if anybody knows Penelope, they've always got their own funny stories to know.
Right on. All right, so how about you? How do you know Penelope?
We also met in college. We were in nursing school together, and we were also roommates. And she's just an amazing, awesome friend that I love.
So why is she going to make the perfect wife?
She's gonna make the perfect wife because she learned from me, and so I hope I've been giving her some good tips.
What did she learn from you? What's one of your go-to tips?
You have to have humor in your relationship. I think that's a big one because you can't take life too seriously.
Awesome. Do you have a good Penelope story?
I have a million bajillion, but I think one that's very understated is the day I met her. We were at a party that I didn't know her, I didn't know anybody there pretty much, but she just came up to me and started talking, and I was like, I don't know this girl, but she's lovely. And since then, she's just like had that personality that sticks with you, and so that's just a fun story that ever since then we've been kind of inseparable.
Awesome. Last bit, if you guys can just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friends on the day of their wedding.
Congratulations, we love you guys so much.
Love y'all. So excited for y'all, even though you have to move away from me.
Okay. Awesome.
We were at the same unit together when we first got into the military.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about him. Give me a sense of him.
He's one of the smartest people I know, and he makes sure to let us know it as often as possible. I've never won an argument against him, though I've tried really hard. And he's a nice guy, with sometimes slight sociopathic tendencies.
Nice.
But in a nice way, though, not in like the Dexter way.
You got a good Chase story for me? Something that makes you laugh, something you're proud of him, something you guys like to reminisce and laugh about?
Oh my gosh. I'm drawing a blank right now for stories.
It's all right. Well, why don't you tell me this? Do you know Penelope at all?
I only know Penelope through Chase. I met her after they had already gotten married, and she just came down because she went to different. I think I saw her. Yeah, I saw her at a different wedding together.
Gotcha.
So.
What does Chase say about her? Why does he like her? Why do you fall in love with her?
Well, I know they met in high school and they hung out forever. They've been best friends for a long time, and I know they just seem to get along really well, which is, I'm assuming, why they decided to get married. They don't just seem to be a casual couple. They've known each other for years and years. So I'd say that's a good basis for a marriage.
Right on. Anything else you want to say to the happy couple? Congratulations, love you guys.
I hope everything is wonderful in your marriage, but if it ever goes bad, just remember it's better than TACCOM.